This week, In Loving Memory celebrates the lives of Lillian Austin, Everall Cadogan, Dennis Carrington, Michael Gaskin, Melita Holder, Maxine Hoyt, Celestine Newton, and Victor Shorey. The funeral is announced of Lillian Esdale Austin, aged 96, also known as Lily, of Yearwoods Road, Sugar Hill, St. Joseph, who entered peacefully into rest on Friday, June 18th, 2021. Beloved mother of Glenn and Hilary Austin, Harold Rowett, and the late Dallas Bess. Grandmother of Henry, Stacy, Idra, Olivia, Sabra Ann, and Sierra. Great-grandmother of 12. Sister of Ruby Holder, aunt of Rudolph, Eustace, Mary, Ira, Clotel, Rhonda, Susan, Dolores, Cortland, Claudius, Deborah, Juliet, Trudy, and Aisha. Mother-in-law of Fiona Austin. The funeral of the late Lillian Esdale Austin leaves Earl's Funeral Home, Half Moon Fort, St. Lucie, on Wednesday, June 30th at 12:30 p.m. for St. Anne's Anglican Church, Paris Hill, St. Joseph, where relatives and friends are asked to meet for the service of Thanksgiving and the interment at 2:30 p.m. Tributes commence from 2 p.m. The organist is kindly asked to attend. Live streaming can be viewed via the link in lovingmemory.online/Lillian Austin. Floral tributes may be sent to Earl's Funeral Home no later than 12 noon on Wednesday. Condolences can be made online at www.earlsfuneralhome.com or visit us on Facebook. The funeral is announced of Everall Melita Cadogan of Crab Hill, St. Lucie, formerly of the United Kingdom, who entered peacefully into rest at age 84. Matron of Lodge No. 1, Rebecca, South London. Sister of Justine MacLean, Eurice Husbands, Henderson Roach, and the late Earl Asworth and Linda Cadogan. The funeral of the late Everall Melita Cadogan leaves Earl's Funeral Home, Half Moon Fort, St. Lucie, on Saturday, 3rd July 2021 at 8 a.m. for the Chapel of the Mount Pleasant Memorial Gardens, Pleasant Hall, St. Peter, where relatives and friends are asked to meet for the service of Thanksgiving and interment at 10 a.m. The organist is kindly asked to attend. Live streaming can be viewed via the link https:// Cadogan. Relatives and friends can visit in the chapel of Earl's Funeral Home, Half Moon Fort, St. Lucie, to reflect the memories of Everall Melita Cadogan from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Friday. Floral tributes may be sent to Earl's Funeral Home no later than 4:30 p.m. on Friday. Condolences can be made online at www.earlsfuneralhome.com or visit us on Facebook. The funeral is announced of Dennis DaCosta Carrington of Bellevue Gap, Station Hill, St. Michael, formerly of Baxter's St. Andrew, who entered peacefully into rest at age 54. Employee 571 Security Officer of Amalgamated Security Services. Son of the late Elfrida Carrington and Edward Leacock. Brother of Henderson, David of the Barbados Community College, Veronica Carrington Archer of Sandals, Angela, Betty, Pastor Kelman, Freddie, Anthony Carrington of the USA, and the late Leon and Jonathan Carrington. The funeral of the late Dennis DaCosta Carrington leaves Earl's Funeral Home, Half Moon Fort, St. Lucie, on Tuesday, June 29th at 12 noon for the Chapel of Mount Pleasant Memorial Gardens, Pleasant Hall, St. Peter, where relatives and friends are asked to meet for the service of Thanksgiving at 2 p.m. The cortege will then proceed to the Casuarina Lawns for the interment. Relatives and friends can visit in the chapel of Earl's Funeral Home, Half Moon Fort, St. Lucie, to reflect the memories of Dennis DaCosta Carrington from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Monday. Floral tributes may be sent to Earl's Funeral Home no later than 11:30 a.m. on Tuesday. Condolences can be made online at www.earlsfuneralhome.com or visit us on Facebook. Live streaming can be viewed via the link in lovingmemory.online. Dennis Carrington. The funeral is announced of Michael Nathaniel Gaskin, also known as Mikey, of Leinster Road, Waterford, St. Michael, who entered peacefully into rest at the age of 64. Member of the Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Inc., Epsilon Omicron Chapter, Ohio University. Brother of the Masonic and Mechanic Fraternal Societies, Vice President of the Barbados Rifle Club, and member of the Barbados Shooting Council. Husband of Terry Ward Gaskin, son of the late Oscar and Aseneth Gaskin, father of Mika Gaskin, grandfather of Parish Ruley and Roman Hill of the USA, brother of Angela Catlin, nephew of May Bramble, Millicent Bess Holder, and 5 others. The funeral of the late Michael Nathaniel Gaskin leaves Earl's Funeral Home, Half Moon Fort, St. Lucie, on Thursday, July 1st at 11:45 a.m. for the Chapel of Coral Ridge Memorial Gardens, The Ridge, Christchurch, where relatives and friends are asked to meet for the service of Thanksgiving at 2 p.m. The cortege will then proceed to the Frangipani Lawns for the interment. Tributes will begin at 1:15 p.m. Relatives and friends can visit in the chapel of Lyndhurst Funeral Home, Passage Road, St. Michael, to reflect the memories of Michael Nathaniel Gaskin from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Wednesday, June 30th. Live streaming can be viewed at inthelovingmemory.online/Michael Gaskin. Floral tributes may be sent to Earl's Funeral Home no later than 11:30 a.m. on Thursday. Condolences can be made online at earlsfuneralhome.com or visit us on Facebook. The funeral is announced of Melita Holder of Mount Breveter, St. Peter, who entered peacefully into rest at age 58. Employee of Carrington and A1 Supermarket, daughter of the late Edward and Ina Francis, mother of Mario and Miquel Holder, grandmother of Tamaria, Marique, and Malachi, sister of Shirley and Pauline Harper, Joyce Bino, Anne-Lee Peters, Edwin and Colin Holder, Nicole Williams, Kim Holder-Babb, Carl Francis, Monica Craig, Goldwyn Francis, and Kay Gogo. The funeral of the late Melita Holder leaves Earl's Funeral Home, Half Moon Fort, St. Lucie, on Wednesday, June 30th at 7:30 a.m. for Sarah Ann Gill Methodist Church, Blackrock, St. Michael, where relatives and friends are asked to meet for the service of Thanksgiving at 9:30 a.m. The cortege will then proceed to the St. James Cemetery for the interment. The body of the late Melita Holder will repose for viewing at the Whole Town Methodist Church from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Tuesday. Floral tributes may be sent to Earl's Funeral Home no later than 4:30 p.m. on Tuesday. Condolences can be made online at www.earlsfuneralhome.com or visit us on Facebook. Live streaming can be viewed via the link in lovingmemory.online/Melita Holder. The funeral is announced of Celestine Muriel Newton, affectionately known as Elsie, of Else Court, No. 7, Mangrove Gardens, St. Philip, faithful member of St. Mark's Anglican Church, daughter of the late Robert and Irene Newton, sister of Ivan, Stella, and the late Leroy, Earl and Rawl Newton, aunt of Carol Butcher, Marva Maycock, Dennis Harrison, Monica Harewood, Sandra Prescott Dalrymple, Veronica Prescott, Michael Okoro, and several others from the USA and UK. Sister-in-law of Vida Newton, relative of Waple Lewis, Mervyn Watson, Margot Richard, and Samaya Newton, Pedro Stanford, Ralph Collymore, the Rudder, Newton, Brathwaite, and Carter families. The funeral service for Celestine Muriel Newton will take place on Wednesday, 30th June 2021 at 10 a.m. in the chapel of Coleridge Memorial Gardens, followed immediately by the interment. Join the family for live video stream at www.belmontfuneralhome.live/Celestine Newton. Floral arrangements may be sent to the Belmont Funeral Home no later than 8 a.m. on Wednesday. No viewing by special request. The funeral is announced of Maxine Colleen Hoyt of number 14 Denton Road, Grisette, St. Michael, formerly of Hill Road, Bank Hall, St. Michael, who died peacefully at the age of 64. She was the daughter of the late Colvin and Dorothy Hoyt, mother of Jermaine Murray and Jamal Murray of the USA, adoptive mother of Sean Brathwaite, grandmother of Josiah and Naraya Murray, Jaira Alvarange, all of the USA, Jeton and DJ Murray, sister of Myrtle Seal, Velda Barrow of the USA, Cheryl Jordan, Waveney Gill, Noel, Cecilia, Marvo, Everton, Andrew, Mark Anthony of Canada, the late Sharon Hoyt, and Angela Bolden. Aunt of Marvin Seal of Trinidad and Tobago, Rodney Jordan, Wenmar and Wendell Taylor, Nikita and Damien of Canada, Michelle, Paul, Fabian, Dion, Wandia, Dale, Micah, and Shay Hoyt, and 9 others. The funeral of the late Maxine Colleen Hoyt leaves Paramount Funeral Home, Upper Hinesbury Road, where friends and relatives are asked to meet at 10 a.m. for the service of praise and thanksgiving to celebrate her life. The cortege will then proceed to the Frangipani Lawns, Coral Ridge Memorial Gardens for the interment. Flowers may be sent to the Paramount Funeral Home no later than 8 a.m. on Saturday, July 3rd, 2021. Nor mourning colors by special requests. Join the family for the live stream of the homegoing service at inlovingmemory.online/Maxine Hoyt. The funeral is announced of Victor Theophilus Shorey of 275 3rd Avenue, Haywards Park, St. Peter, and formerly of Ilford, Essex, UK, who entered peacefully into rest at age 78. A long-serving, highly respected senior postal worker of Essex Royal Mail, United Kingdom. Son of the late Theophilus and Gertrude Shorey. Father of Melanie Yearwood of the UK. Grandfather of Kendra, Darson, Marcel and Malia. Great-grandfather of 3, all of the UK. Brother of Lucille Shorey Hall, Eugene Bourne, Malcolm Murphy, the late Dighton Ben, St. Elmo Bourne and Carol Ben. The funeral of the late Victor Theophilus Shorey leaves Earl's Funeral Home, Half Moon Fort, St. Lucie, on Wednesday, June 30th at 12 noon for St. Peter's Parish Church, Church Street, Spikestown, St. Peter, where relatives and friends are asked to meet for the service of Thanksgiving. The cortege will then proceed to the Casuarina Lawns, Mount Pleasant Memorial Gardens, Pleasant Hall, St. Peter, for the interment. Live streaming can be viewed via the link inlovingmemory.online/Victor Shorey. The families of Jean Beckles, Tracelyn Bend, Janice Boyce, Grafton Brathwaite, Angela Charlemagne, and Sharon Hoyt, thank you for your expressions of sympathy and support during their season of bereavement. To include an obituary in a future program or to book a professional live streaming solution for your funeral or event, call 255-4444. In loving memory.